Alright, so when it comes to videos that I told myself I would never do, I think this might be number one. So my name is Noah. Hello. I am on testosterone replacement therapy. I cannot make testosterone on my own, haven't been able to for a long time, which means that I inject testosterone into my body twice a week. 140 milligrams a week, doctor prescribed, to treat my hypogonadism. Now, a lot of dudes over the years have been really glad and thankful and supportive of, me talking about it online, because it's not exactly one of those things I believe men want to admit. What's going on with my hood here? Get off me. Men don't want to say, hey, my balls can't make testosterone anymore, so I need help. Whether it's your hypothalamus, your pituitary, your testicles, trauma, whatever. It's not something we really like to admit. And I have been very proud of myself for championing, I don't know if that's a word, for being a voice for that. It is what it is. I didn't ask to have this condition. I just had it. And I have the courage to talk about it, and that's not always easy, and I have felt some insecurity about it from time to time. Long intro aside, I'm going to hunt down negative comments about me on TRT. I'm just going to read them and see what comes out of my mouth. And this is probably a mistake. Link right below in the description for Let's Get Checked. It's a company that I work with. You get a massive discount, you support the channel, and from home you can find out if you have low testosterone. And if you do, fellas, if you do, you don't have to start treatment like I did. I was in a treatment-resistant depression, I was suicidal, I was flaccid, I had real, serious, dangerous issues that were time-sensitive, let's say. Knowing is important. But let's get into it. Big no-no, TRT. Let's see what we come up with. All right, so we found our first comment. This is what R62 Lean has to say to me. I'm glad you're happy and healthy, but don't promote steroids. This is something a lot of dudes assume is that I'm running gear, right? I'm doing an actual testosterone cycle. I'm not. Testosterone replacement therapy, doctor prescribed. I take 140 milligrams a week. I've never done a steroid cycle. Maybe do a little bit of research before you comment, and you might know that this is a medical condition that I'm treating, but I have gotten pretty freaking jacked on TRT, and a lot of guys think that means I'm running gear, when really, I have great genetic potential, and I work my fucking ass off. All right, Proud Brit says, you do know that steroids are fucking terrible for your mental health, right? All I really know is that you're proud. Do you know that TRT is different than steroids? I don't know. I'm guessing you don't. Did you also know that low testosterone is horrible for your mental health? Bubba Man says that muscle growth is way out of normal testosterone range. It is funny to me how many guys see my physique, which I'm very proud of. I've worked extraordinarily hard, and just assume that it's only because I'm on TRT. And I can't tell you guys how many people I know that are on more TRT than I'm on. Typical doses between like 100 milligrams and on the upper end 200, who don't look like me. I also know some natural guys that look even better than me, have even more muscle than me. Being on TRT will load the gun, but lifestyle, diet, exercise, discipline, sleep, that's what pulls the trigger. So granted, if I was still really low in testosterone, yeah, obviously I wouldn't be able to have the muscle that I do have. But if you think being on TRT is the sole reason why I look the way I look, you just don't know what you're talking about. Rumpy Tumpskin says, quit shaving your chest. No. Finnish Ski Bum says, I don't get this testosterone thing, to be honest. It doesn't seem natural. I mean, a diabetic who needs insulin. Do you think it's unnatural that they treat that? Depressive type who needs an antidepressant to help bring up some of his neurotransmitters. Is it unnatural to treat your depression with a psych med? A man has low testosterone, he's suffering, he treats it. A woman who can't get her eggs fertile does in vitro, or can't have babies and uses in vitro, I think it's called, so that she can. Is she cheating? Is it not natural? Is there something wrong with it? These are the times we live in, and we have to use the tools that are available to us. I don't think it's natural to have extremely low testosterone like I did. I don't think anyone deserves to live like that if you're unable to treat it naturally, which I was. No style, all substance, bodybuilding. Holy fuck, you're obnoxious. That may be the case at times. When I read your comment, I think to myself, man, what a respectable dude. Paul Revere says, this guy is finally coming out of the closet. Homophobia is real. You know, I have to be honest, I have been scrolling through as many comment sections for TRT videos as I could possibly imagine doing for the last like 15 minutes, and almost all of them are positive and kind and or informative, or people sharing their own experience. Maybe it just speaks to like the human nature to remember some of the negatives or to feel like they stick out. I'm so tired. Why do I record in the morning? I'm puffy. I had so much food last night. Oh God, this is good. Like totally pending approval says, sorry, but he looks like he smells weird and that his screen name is just gross. I don't smell weird, you smell weird. My screen name, on the other hand, I mean, I like it. It was my nickname in high school. It's stuck, but that's funny. That's funny. Oh man, this is interesting as well. Roberto J on one of the videos where I talked about how I put on some weight after having gotten really, really shredded says, you came off the sauce. And I've only ever gone down in my TRT dose. I've only ever lowered the dose. I was used to be on 200. I'm on 140 a week now. It's the lean thing. When you're really hyper disciplined and you know how to get lean, that's when everyone started accusing me of abusing steroids. When I was overweight and full of water and just fat and kind of strong, no one ever said anything. I learned how to fast, learned how to diet, learned how to take care of myself better, changed the way I train, changed everything, got lean, and everyone started assuming I was abusing something. I don't know, it's just a thing. I get it. It's the being lean thing that confuses people. Jarrett says, dude, you're all over the place. Stop seeking attention. It's the weirdest thing, but there will inevitably be people that get on YouTube, click on your video, and then let you know that you're seeking attention. Did you expect me not to talk about myself and share about my journey? My real question is, why do you go on people's channels just to tell them to stop seeking attention? Like, what are you doing? What are you looking for? What do you need? What is being fulfilled for you when you do that? Hector Herrera says, so besides Tassipini, what else are you taking to get so ripped? I've been getting this for years. It's a real thing. I'm not terribly lean right now, so I wonder if you guys think I'm on TRT right now, or I'm doing something sneaky. It's the same shit. David for David off 5, imbecile. Just imagine this would be like, imbecile! That's funny. Raphael Sversen says, this dude is a snowflake. Snowflake. Oh, like I think I'm special. Nailed it. Nice use of smiley face emojis though. Unknown Romeo says, straight man turns gay after TRT therapy. Homophobia! Your mom must be proud. M14 Armor says, definitely need an estrogen blocker. You sound like a woman. And you sound like a guy that respects women. Who's the one nagging, you know? I'm just saying. Vanesh Pillay says, steroids. call it what it is. And that just speaks to the theme of trying to find negative comments, is that if you treat your low testosterone with testosterone, there is a subset of people, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, who will call you out for cheating, for doing something illegal, for doing something shady, for doing something that they imagine steers south on the moral compass. I don't know any well-adjusted, grounded, kind, and loving person, period, in my life who would ever scorn or judge or make fun of or talk down to another human being for their experience and for their journey, particularly folks that have medical conditions like I do and like many of us do for various reasons. Undoubtedly, the people that comment like this are struggling with their own stuff. Maybe they have addiction issues, relationship issues, self-esteem issues, confidence issues, educational issues, mood issues, right? Who knows? Feelings of inadequacy. It's sort of trite and a bit cliche, but anytime someone takes time out of their day to be negative towards another human being, period, there's something not going well for them. And I wouldn't ever, judge a sick person for being sick. The bigger message here is that, it's okay to keep things private, but don't ever be ashamed of needing help and getting help. Living with low testosterone can be deadly, quite frankly. My low T manifested in depression, anxiety, erectile dysfunction, suicidality, brain fog, low energy, all the things. It was a terrible, terrible space to live in. And even though even though some people are outspoken about the fact that they think doing this was about my body, doing this was about having some extra muscle, having a six-pack, which TRT won't give you, by the way, but it's just ignorance, and it's just bullshit. It's not real. There are people suffering with low T, and it has nothing to do with wanting to look better. It's wanting to feel better. So I thank you very much for your time. Consider getting your blood tested with my promo code and use that discount NOAH20, I think, in your checkout. And let me know what kind of TRT content you guys may or may not want. And I appreciate you. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.